Welcome to today's recipe. We're making something creamy, rich, and absolutely delicious: homemade Japanese mayonnaise. This isn't just any mayo. It's smooth, tangy, and packed with umami flavors that'll take your sandwiches, salads, and sushi to the next level. And the best part? It's super easy to make at home with just a few ingredients. I'll walk you through each step, prepping, mixing, and emulsifying, plus share some pro tips along the way to get it just right. Let's dive right into the ingredients. First, we need 2 large egg yolks. Make sure they're at room temperature for perfect emulsification. Then grab 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar for that signature tang, and 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice to brighten it up. Next, add 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, optional, but it deepens the flavor beautifully. For seasoning, we'll use 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of sugar to balance the taste. Now, onto the oils. Measure out 1/2 cup of neutral oil, like canola or grapeseed, and 2 tablespoons of sesame oil to add that authentic Japanese twist. And for a little umami magic, we'll finish with 1/2 teaspoon of dashi powder. Totally optional, but it's a game changer. Got all that? Let's start whisking and create the creamiest Japanese mayo ever. Stay tuned for the steps. Alright, let's prep your ingredients. Whisk together 2 room temperature egg yolks to help emulsification, 1 tablespoon rice vinegar, 1 tablespoon lemon juice, 1 teaspoon Dijon mustard, 1/2 teaspoon salt, and 1/2 teaspoon sugar. Get 1/2 cup neutral oil, 2 tablespoons sesame oil, and 1/2 teaspoon dashi powder ready. Now, let's mix. In this step, we'll build the base for our mayonnaise. Start by adding the egg yolks into the mixing bowl. Now whisk them gently until they look smooth and slightly thickened. Next, pour in the rice vinegar and lemon juice. Keep whisking as you add them. This acidity not only enhances flavor, but also stabilizes the emulsion we're about to create. Now, drop in the Dijon mustard, just a teaspoon, and whisk until everything is fully blended. Finally, sprinkle in the salt and sugar to balance out the flavors. Give it a final mix and you should have a light, smooth base ready for the oil. This step is all about patience, emulsifying the oil to create that thick, creamy texture. Start by adding the neutral oil, but here's the trick. Go drop by drop at first while whisking constantly. You'll notice the mixture starting to thicken. Once you see it coming together, you can increase to a thin, steady stream of oil. Keep whisking vigorously, don't stop. If the oil is added too quickly, it can separate, so take your time. You'll start to see the magic happen. The mixture turns into a smooth, velvety mayonnaise. Beautiful, isn't it? Now that we've got a creamy base, it's time to add that authentic Japanese flavor. Slowly drizzle in 2 tablespoons of sesame oil while whisking. This adds a rich, nutty aroma that makes Japanese mayonnaise so special. Keep whisking until the oil is fully blended and the mayo looks even creamier. You can also add a pinch of dashi powder at this stage if you're using it. This gives it an extra umami punch and makes it taste just like the store-bought versions, or even better. Now that the mayonnaise is nearly done, it's time for the taste test. Grab a spoon and give it a try. Need more tang? Add a few drops of lemon juice. Too salty? A pinch more sugar can balance it out. If the mayo feels too thick, you can thin it slightly with a teaspoon of water or vinegar, but just a little at a time. This is also a great stage to add personal twists, maybe a dash of garlic powder for extra flavor or a tiny bit of wasabi for heat. Alright, our Japanese mayonnaise is ready. Transfer it into an airtight container or a clean jar. Pop it into the fridge for at least 30 minutes before serving. This lets the flavors blend beautifully. Homemade mayo is best enjoyed fresh, so try to use it within 4 to 5 days. Serve it with sushi, drizzle it over salads, use it as a dip for tempura, or even spread it on sandwiches. It's versatile and absolutely delicious. And there you have it, perfect Japanese mayonnaise made right at home. Lastly, here are some quick tips to make your Japanese mayonnaise absolutely perfect. First, emulsification is key. Add the oil slowly, especially at the start, to keep the mixture smooth and creamy. If whisking by hand feels tricky, a blender or food processor can save you time and effort. Next, oil selection matters. Stick to neutral oils like canola or grapeseed to avoid overpowering the flavor, and steer clear of olive oil. It can taste a bit bitter. Egg safety tip. Use pasteurized eggs if you're concerned about raw eggs. Better safe than sorry. For storage, transfer your mayo to an airtight container and refrigerate it. Make sure to use it within 4 to 5 days for the best flavor and freshness. And if you love experimenting, try adding garlic powder for a punch, a dash of wasabi for heat, or a few drops of mirin for sweetness. There you go, tips to make your mayo extra special. Enjoy your homemade Japanese mayo.